if they succeed here, it's just a matter of time till they're going to try elsewhere. And well, we're really good at farming. You know, the Dutch are really good at it. We're the second largest exporter of agricultural products in the world. So this is also going to affect other countries. You know, we feed the world.
So Eva, what do you make of the Dutch nitrogen emission reducing policies? Do you think they have anything to do with climate change at all, or do you think it's more about controlling people?
No, they're a total lie. Like, the whole thing is made up, you know, it's only a problem on paper. It's just a premise, a pretext really, that our establishment is using to steal our farmers' land. That's what I just said in Dutch, and I'll say it in English again, because it's the truth. You know, there's no truth to any of the nitrogen bullshit. I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's what it is. I mean, the fact that so many farmers here now are considering, for example, to move across the German border like 100 meters, you know, and put the whole thing down again. That shows you how arbitrary all of this is. It doesn't make any sense. It's not real.
And what do you make of the authorities' efforts to actually not just disrupt, but basically stop today's protest?
Well, I mean, it's telling. It shows you that liberal democracy is dead. You know, it's just it's a farce, really. I'm very happy, though, that people weren't actually stopped. Like, there's so many people here today, and I don't know, I had a couple of days where I felt like, are they going to win? You know, the intimidation tactics, they were really ramping it up, and they've been doing that for a very long time. You know, I don't know if you guys seen how our government responded to COVID protesters last year, but it wasn't fun. You know, even the UN had to get involved and say, oh, you know, people have the right to protest, Dutch government. You know, like, it's obviously you only have a right to protest if you can exercise it and if you can protest against the establishment instead of, you know, just protesting for the things that the establishment agrees with. So, but I have to say, the police officers that I encountered today were easygoing, were friendly. I think the government just tried really, really hard before the protest to deter people from going. They weren't successful, obviously.
And many people in the United Kingdom, and even in other countries, they ask, why does this matter to them? Why is this not just a Dutch issue? It's actually a worldwide issue.
It's a worldwide issue because it's a global agenda. It's a globalist agenda of control, just like you just said. So if you realize what the real reason behind their actions is, you know, that it has nothing to do with nitrogen policies, but that it's land grab and taking away your constitutional rights, your property in this case. You know, it's like, I've called it climate communism before, and I'll stand by that. So that is not something that's going to limit itself to our little country. We're just a pilot country, you know, we're the tester kid, and then they're going to see how far they can push it with other countries. So if they succeed here, it's just a matter of time till they're going to try elsewhere. And well, we're really good at farming. You know, the Dutch are really good at it. We're the second largest exporter of agricultural products in the world. So this is also going to affect other countries. You know, we feed the world. So those two reasons, one is maybe a bit more, you know, in the near future than the other, but they're both very, very important. So that's what
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. It's really important, guys. Thanks.
We are interested in one thing, and that's the truth, which unfortunately in today's age you don't get with the mainstream media. However, we can't do it without your help. Whilst Rebel News is free to view, it isn't free to do. So if you could head over to farmerrebellion.com and help with our modest expenses so we can bring you the news that matters to you, that would be a great help.